Steo Wall, great to have you here. Just fire in with a few quick questions. Community plays a huge part in your life. Why is community development so important, do you believe?
It's just important to be inclusive, to just make people feel part of a community is important in my view, no matter what your background or where you come from. And that's what I love about where I live down here,
Mm.
When we came down nearly 10 years ago now, the sense of community is what drew us to the place. It's full of blow-ins and everyone's welcome and very open. And yeah, I think, the more inclusive that community is to especially young people and stuff, I think the better it will be, for everybody. Well, there's an old African proverb that, a mate of mine shares with me sometime, and it's like a child who doesn't feel the warmth of the village will burn it down to feel its heat. And that to me is community development. Like if young boys or girls or young people or any people don't feel the love and warmth of a community, they'll act out to feel it,
Very, very well put. And like you write and sing for socioeconomically deprived people of the world, or you sing about them and for them and with them. Why is that?
Because that's my tribe. Like that's where I come from. That's where I grew up, and there, I don't know how to write about what goes on in Foxrock or any other posh areas of Dublin. Shrewsbury Road, richest road in the country. I know that much. But
yeah. Well, you don't know
what
it. I don't think you know what it's like to be a refugee, but you've sung about us being more welcoming to refugees. I suppose you're singing about us there.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. Well. I know that from our history. Like, I know that we were the refugees of the world. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean. And not that long ago either.
Yeah.
And some people have short memory spans when it comes to like Irish inhabit the four corners of the world. Like, and we were the migrants and the economic refugees and whatever other slang that they have. Like, we were that.
Yeah.
And so,
correct.
we're all we all bleed the same color. Like,
yeah, just you have a good few heroes that you mentioned in the interview with Ben Panther for Changing Ireland. You named Bernadette McAlliskey, Lynn Ruane, Eileen Flynn, Sarah Clancy, Cindy Joyce, the doctor.
Well, these be all people like that, and like you could like in the interview it said as well, like that, we got the direct provision centre closed in Milltown, Malmby, and when I read it, I was like, oh, I wasn't part of that. Like, I was part of like playing for the lads and being welcoming and open and loving and stuff, but it was a group of women from Milltown who got that closed down, and Rory Mack as well. And like Anya Rain would have been one of those people.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. These are just people that are in my echo chamber. Like, these are just people that I see fighting the good fight. Like I like Richie Boyd Barrett there as well from People Before Profit, and I think I think he fights the good fight.
When this pandemic is over, or the most of it is past, what do you think is going to be the biggest job facing community workers, community development workers?
I think, like everyone in the world, is we're all in a collective state of trauma at the minute or something. Like, there's like, it's that unknownness of like not knowing what the fuck is going on, when is this going to end? And so what I think is that like there'll definitely be a fallout from that. Like, I'm not sure how it will, how it's going to present itself. Like addiction, depression, all of those things are going to be a fallout from what we're going through now at the minute.
You're thinking your way into the future. I know you have a new album on the way, so you're obviously thinking, what would people enjoy listening to in the future? And
just music, man. just live music.
Live music. Yeah, you said
Art galleries, coffee houses, pubs, just connection. That's
yeah,
that's
yeah,
what we're gonna be. That's what
absolutely.
we're gonna be craving for.
And the name of your new album, which you exclusively revealed to Changing Ireland with a wink and a nod, is Street Wisdom for Lost Souls. I presume you're sticking with
Yeah,
that album title, yeah?
yeah,
Street.
yeah. I have the vision of the artwork in all of my head.
Have you an idea when it might be out?
No, I don't. Like it's just make plans in the current climate, and you know
Yeah,
you'll
yeah.
just be you'll be made a fool of. I've recorded like bits and pieces of it, and it's kind of piecemeal. And then the other side of it is that like I have zero revenue to
Okay.
record this album. Like how I record is, you know, I play live music and I sell merch and I gig and I tour, and that's what I like. The way I do it is whatever I make from music, half of it goes back into the music and half of it comes into the home to contribute, you know. So that's been totally cut off for me, and you know, I'm trying to do a few things like you know, I've applied for bursaries and got let down, and you know, so I'm looking at a few different. And the other side of it is I have a very good producer, a guy who owns the studio up there in Milltown, Mark O'Malley, whose door's always open to me, you know. But in the current climate, he's just like he's locked down. We're all locked down, like, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm not too sure when it's going to be. Hopefully, you know, you would hope it would be the latter end of this year, but if not, like,
Mm.
you know, early next year.
You were one of the few artists who, to my knowledge, got to play a live gig last year from February onwards. Are you hoping to play a few gigs this summer?
Yeah, I think people are starved. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I got to do. I was supposed to have a gig in December. It would have been my third gig, and it got cancelled in Hotel Doolin here.
Yeah.
And so as part of it, you know, we went down and we recorded a song there last Friday. And when I walked in that evening, Ronan O'Snuddick was there in the corner vibing with a few other musicians, and it's just a wall of music hit me, like, you know, just hit me, because I hadn't heard live music in over a year, apart from
Whoa.
like
Whoa.
playing my own stuff, like, and you know, sometimes I'm sick of that, and I know they are out there as well. They're like, oh Jesus Christ, here we go again with this song. But it was very, like, it was just like I just closed my eyes and vibed for about 40 minutes or something like that. It was amazing.
Mm.
And so I think people are really, I know I am anyway, as a lover of music, I'm starved of shows, and I would hope that, yeah, you know, probably this socially distanced thing will go on a little bit into the latter end of the year,
Mm.
and a bit of normality will start returning next year. But I'm open. I've one gig booked. I have a festival in Marley Park on the 28th of August. It's an outdoor festival, so I'm living in hope for that, you know.
Yeah, yeah, it's good. I think it's good to plan like you are with your album, with your gigs. I know you're egging to get back into community work as well. You
Yeah,
used to teach guitar to traveller men in Ennis.
yeah, and I will again. Yeah, definitely. I've been in, like, chatting to the lady who hired me to do that, and that's another thing I'm itching to get back into, because it fills my spirit as well to do that.
People around the country are inspired by your singing.
If people want to hear the music or whatever, or buy it, the
Mm.
website's down at the minute, so they can get it from Steo Wall Facebook or
Okay, so
Instagram pages.
and can only wish you and family the best of luck.
Thanks very much, mate.